What's up, City Youth, man? This is Will. I am one of the leaders here, and we're going to kick Youth Night off with a little food challenge. I know you guys have been cooped up in your house, quarantined and everything like that. So we're going to take what's in the back of your fridge, the back of your cabinet, pull it out, and we're going to eat that food today. And so tonight we have 3 students here that are going to take on this food challenge. And here are the rules of this food challenge. 1, all 3 of these students are blindfolded, so they have no clue what they are about to eat tonight. So here it goes. Rule number 1 is this. You can only touch one thing in the basket. Once you touch that one thing, you pull it out and you decide if and when, if you want to eat that food. If you do not want to eat that food, you get to pass it to your left, and that person has to eat that food. If they finish it completely, they get 1 point. If they do not finish it, then the point goes to the other person that passed the food. So here's the challenge today. We have 3 students here. We're going to go ahead and get kicked off. I'm going to give a number between 1 through 20, okay? And then you guys are going to yell out what number it is, starting from the person closest to me all the way down. So pick a number between 1 through 20. The person furthest away picks first. So let's start with student number 1, 1 through 20. What's your number? 10, 5, 7. The number is 17. And so the person furthest away was Christian, the student in the middle. So I'm going to take this basket over here. We're going to walk over here, and we're going to put this right in front of them. You have 3 seconds to choose. 3, 2, 1, and you have decided. Christian, by touching the can that you have in your hand, you decide, do you want to pass or do you want to play? You'll play? All right, you have 10 seconds to eat that can of tuna, starting now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. I'm gonna give you 10 more seconds. I feel like you're going to do it. Come on, you got a little bit more to go. Is it dry? Oh wow, I can't help that, sir. It's not. So what do you think you're eating there? Tuna, the chicken of the sea. That is so delicious. There you go. Come on, a little bit faster. I'm gonna give you 5 more seconds to finish that can, or the point goes to the person to your left. And we're going. 3. You gotta swallow that. 2, 1. All right, let's check it out. What we got left here? Christian, you get a point today, man. Yo, if you're at home, give it up for Christian. Man, the dude is a trooper eating a can of tuna. Let's go again. 1 through 20, what are your numbers? We got a 5. We got 15. The number was 15, and so the furthest away was 5, so let's go. Christian in the lead with 1 point. We're going to go down to, let me see, what's your name? Brinley. Okay, Brinley, 3 seconds to pick you. 1. Oh, goodness. Oh, my. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But let's see, what do you have there? Do you want to pass or you want to play? You're going to pass? Christian, you are up again. You're up again. Okay, it's okay. It's okay. Go ahead, pass. Go ahead, grab that food. I know you guys can't see. All right, awesome. Another can. You're going to open that up real quick. Game starts in 3, 2, 1. Now. We're going to need about 20 seconds. No, you need a spoon. Yeah, you're going to need a spoon today. There you go. Where's that spoon? There you go. Come on. Oh, you only have 20 seconds. Let's go. Oh, that's a little bit better. What is that? Is that SpaghettiOs? My favorite. How many guys people at home eat SpaghettiOs now? No? I guess not. I mean, we're eating real food nowadays. There you go. You're doing really good with 10 seconds left right now. You're doing fantastic. Did you eat lunch today? Oh, that's good, man. Double up. Double the portion. There you go. Let's go ahead and call it about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's see how much we got here. Let's determine how much. Let's see if Brindley over here loses a point. She definitely loses a point. We got Christian with 2. We got Vanessa with 0, but we got Brindley over there with -1, which is terrible. It is not great. All right, 1 through 20. What do we got here? Starting with Brindley. 11, 2, 20. With Vanessa hitting the nail on the door with 20, we're going back to Christian picking again. I'm so sorry, man, but you got 2 points, though. You're doing really good. Go ahead, pick. Pass or play. It's up to you. Pass or play. You're going to play? All right, Christian have chosen cottage cheese today. Oh, no, it's too late. You already chose. Christian have chosen cottage cheese today. And you have, game starts in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Cottage cheese today. Let's do it. Oh, man, I feel for you. I'm so sorry. Oh, man, you can do it, man. Only 20 seconds to eat. That's it. There it is. Go. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Try it out. Or the point goes to Vanessa for no reason. She can have the point. Vanessa with the win. Christian's not doing cottage cheese today. So there we go. Score right now. We have Brindley -1, Christian with 2, and we have Vanessa with 1 point on the board. Christian, you're getting the worst part of this. Guys, 1 through 20. What do we got? 17, 14, 16. The number is 13. So, man, that's close. What do we think? 16, 17, there's a 14, 13. You know what? I don't care. Vanessa, it's your turn to choose. There you go. Oh, nice. Ooh, that looks delicious. You have chosen an apple, pear, and carrot baby food. I think I said spinach. My bad, spinach. So go ahead. You have 3 seconds before the game starts. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Enjoy your apples and your carrots. There you go. That looks, I don't know how you're doing it, honestly. But you're doing a great job. There you go. Keep going. Keep going. You got about 10 seconds. You're doing a great job. Squeeze. It's a squeeze. If infants can do it, you can too. Oh, yeah, that tune is here forever. There you go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Vanessa, what do we have here? What do we have here? This seems good enough. All right, so we have 2 with Vanessa, 2 with Christian, but we have -1 with Brindley down here. So now let's just start with the person with the fewest points. So we're going to go back down to Brindley. Brindley, go ahead and choose. Oh, nice, nice. Good choice. Good choice. It's a great source of protein for you. So, oh, she's ready. Let's do it. I hope you're enjoying your nice baby food ham. That is grounded up ham for babies to get their protein. Oh, you sure can do it. Oh, it is, but you can do it. I believe in you. Hey, everybody at home, we believe in you. You can do this. 10 seconds. No? You can say no and it'll be okay. You can pass. No? So you have given up. All right. Yes? You're giving up. All right, here we go. So we have -2 for Brindley down there on the end. Christian with 2, Vanessa with 2. Last choice. And we're going to go straight with Christian for the win, if possible. If not, Vanessa will get this win. So we're going to have you choose one more time. Here we go. That is true. Yes. All right, let's go. Let's do this. No, of course not. Why would I do that? All right, games beginning in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. What do we have here? Oh, man, a pudding snack. Wow, that looks like a winner right there today. Look at that. He's killing the game right now. That looks super delicious. That looks awesome. We're going to give you 10 seconds and see if you finish that real quick. Here we go. And it looks like you are done. Yo, everybody at home, give it up for Christian right now for winning the game. Super awesome. I'm glad you endured the cottage cheese and the tuna. You're a real winner today. Guys, we hope you had a good time. Man, enjoy this video right after this.
What's up, guys? My name is Josh, and I'm one of the leaders for City Youth. Before we get started, I want you guys to invite your friends. Go ahead and forward this message on to all of your friends and even post a picture on Instagram and Facebook, adding us at City Youth FL. Thanks again for joining us, and let's get started.
Darkness tremble, Jesus, Jesus, you silence fear, Jesus, Jesus, you make the darkness tremble, Jesus, Jesus. Call these bones to live, call these lungs to sing once again. Praise Jesus, Jesus, you make the darkness tremble, Jesus, Jesus, you silence fear, Jesus, Jesus, you make the darkness tremble, Jesus, Jesus, oh Jesus, 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 you make the darkness tremble, Jesus, Jesus, you silence fear, Jesus, Jesus, you make the darkness tremble, Jesus, Jesus. Your name is a light that the shadows can't deny. Your name cannot be overcome. Your name is a life forever lifted high. Your name cannot be overcome. Jesus, Jesus, you make the darkness tremble. Jesus, Jesus, you silence fear. Jesus, Jesus, you make the darkness tremble. Jesus, Jesus, yeah. shadows can't deny. Your name cannot be overcome. Your name is alive, forever lifted high. Your name cannot be overcome. Sing your name. Your name is alive, that the shadows can't deny. Your name cannot be overcome. Your name is alive, it's forever lifted high. Your name cannot be overcome. Sing Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. You make the darkness tremble. Jesus, Jesus. You silence fear. Jesus, Jesus. You make the darkness tremble. Jesus, Jesus. Oh. Jesus, Jesus, you make the darkness tremble. Jesus, Jesus, you silence fear. Jesus, Jesus, you make the darkness tremble. Jesus, Jesus.
The weapon may be formed, but it won't prosper. When the darkness falls, it won't prevail. 'Cause the God I serve knows only how to triumph. Oh, my God will never fail. Yes, my God will never fail. And I'm gonna see a victory. I'm gonna see a victory. For the battle belongs to you, Lord. I'm gonna see a victory. I'm gonna see a victory. For the battle belongs to you, Lord. Oh, oh. There's power in the mighty name of Jesus. Every war he wages, he will win. Oh, I'm not backing down from any giants, 'cause I know how this story ends. Oh, know how this story ends. I'm gonna see a victory. I'm gonna see a victory. For the battle belongs to you, Lord. I'm gonna see a victory. I'm gonna see a victory. For the battle belongs to you, Lord. I'm gonna see a victory. I'm gonna see a victory. For the battle belongs to you, Lord. Oh, I'm gonna see. I'm gonna see a victory. For the battle belongs to you, Lord. Oh, Jesus. You take what the enemy meant for evil, and you turned it for good. You turned it for good. take what the enemy meant for evil and you turned it for good. You turned it for good. You take what the enemy meant for evil and you turned it for good. You turned it for good. Oh, you take what the enemy meant for evil and you turned it for good. You turned it for good. Oh, you take, Jesus. You take what the enemy meant for evil and you turned it for good. You turned it for good. Oh, you take what the enemy meant for evil and you turned it for good. You turned it for good. I'm gonna see your victory. I'm gonna see your victory. For the battle belongs to you, Lord. And I'm gonna see your victory. I'm gonna see your victory. For the battle belongs to you, Lord. I'm gonna see your victory. I'm gonna see your victory. For the battle belongs to you, Lord. I'm gonna see your victory. I'm gonna see your victory. For the battle belongs to you, Lord. You take what the enemy meant for evil and you turned it for good. You turned it for good. Oh, you take what the enemy meant for evil and you turned it for good. You turned it for good. I'm gonna see your victory. I'm gonna see your victory. For the battle belongs to you, Lord. And I'm gonna see your victory. I'm gonna see your victory. For the battle belongs to you, Lord.
Jesus, we just thank you for this time in your presence, God, that we're able to just worship you in this moment, God, that you fight our battles, God, and that through it all, you will be there for us, Jesus. We thank you and we love you. In your name we pray. Amen.
Thanks for joining us for worship. Before we get into the message, we just have a few announcements for you guys. Juniors and seniors, starting May 29th, we are having a My Quarantine Prom. If you want to RSVP your tickets, click the link in the comments below. Next, we are continuing to have city groups every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. If you want to find out more information on your city group, visit our Instagram page at CityYouthFL. And lastly, we are having a Zoom party right after service. If you want to come hang out with us, click the link in the comments below. Hope you guys enjoy the message. Peace.
Hey, City Youth, welcome to Youth Night. Man, we're so excited that you tuned in this evening, and I'm joined by my beautiful wife, Christina.
Hello.
Come on, I did her makeup the other day, and it was superb. I gotta tell you, it was excellent. I'm also joined by some amazing students and student leaders. Guys, say what's up to everybody online.
Hey
How you
guys.
Man, we're so excited to be in your living room, in your room, wherever you're watching us from. Man, thank you so much for tuning in. And it is May 3rd. And wherever you are, we hope you're doing well. We hope that you're growing in your relationship with God, that you're not practicing spiritual distancing, but you are practicing social distancing. Hopefully you are safe and your family's doing well. And we're excited about this particular topic that we're going to be talking about today. And the title that we're going to discuss here is the new normal. The new normal. I don't know about you, but there's been a lot of new normals in my world as of a few weeks. So we've had to position ourselves differently. We've had to adjust a little bit. And so, and we want to hear from you all how you guys are adjusting. and what you're doing in this particular time. And at the end of the service tonight, we're going to jump into a Zoom party right after the service where Christina and I are going to go on Zoom, and we want to see your faces. We miss you. We love you. We just want to see how you're doing. I know we're doing that via text and whatever, but man, we just want to see your faces and just talk to you a little bit. So make sure that you check out the link that's going to be posted in the chat, so that way you can hop into that Zoom room as soon as this is done. Well, that being said, hey, I'm joined by some excellent people. How are you guys doing?
I'm pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Doing good?
Yeah, I can't say I'm enjoying quarantine, but I'm just chilling.
Yeah. Who is anybody here enjoying quarantine? Are you guys in?
Pretty much, yeah. I'm an introvert. I stay inside all the time anyway, so.
My.
I'm trying to stay as positive as I can and trying to be productive at school, because I usually am a procrastinator, but I'm not doing that anymore.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. What about you?
Me, nah, I don't like it. I don't feel like I feel different. Like I feel off during this whole quarantine. So
Yeah, it's a little different. And if I can rewind just a little bit, because we jumped right into it and you guys didn't introduce yourself or anything like that. So let's do this. Why don't you guys, we'll start over here. Why don't you just say your name, and then what's one thing that you've been doing a lot of in quarantine as of late?
my name is Christian. I'm a youth leader at Waterside. So
Come on.
go to Waterside. Nah, I just been working really. That's why I've been so tired. So yeah, just working. It sucks.
Cool.
Hey, my name is Brinley, or Ariadna, but I have been going on a lot of walks with my puppy, so I guess that's good, being productive kind of.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I've been doing.
Anything to get out of the house.
Yeah.
Stay active. Yes, sir.
My name is Harrison. I've been doing a lot more practicing on just drums, stuff like that. Practicing music.
Yeah.
Learning new things. So quarantine's giving me a lot of time to be able to just do whatever I want to do
Excellent.
in that area.
Good.
So yeah.
And so it suits you a little bit because you said you were an introvert. So
Yeah, so I have all the time to myself to figure out whatever I need.
there you go. Yes, ma'am.
I'm Vanessa from Lake Mary City Groups, and I've been focusing on poetry lately. Yeah, I'm really into that. So this quarantine has given me a lot of time.
Nice. Well, it'd be really cool if you posted something on social media of your poetry or something, just so we can kind of see. Yeah, what you've been working on.
We're
So
gonna have to hear it.
yeah,
See
yeah.
it, read it.
No,
Soon.
for sure. And that's almost like a fun fact as well. I didn't know that you like poetry. That's
Super
pretty
cool.
cool. Yeah. So what's one fun fact that you guys would like to share with everyone? I know that I prepped you guys to have one thing that is pretty cool about you that you can share with everybody. So what's one cool thing?
I'm a nerd when it comes to astronomy.
Let's go.
So
Astronomy?
yeah,
Let's go.
when I go to I want to study aerospace, like
Nice.
science. So yeah.
Wow. Wow. Who else? What's one fun fact?
I aspire to be a human rights lawyer one day.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey,
Big dreams. But that means I have
like
a
it.
lot of school left to do. So
Sure.
there's that.
Yeah.
you can do it.
No, absolutely. Absolutely.
So cool.
Yeah. Harrison, what about you?
I play way too many video games. That's a fun fact.
There you go.
That's a fun fact.
Especially in quarantine, you're probably
Yeah,
playing a bunch of video
It's
games.
unhealthy. I need
Yeah.
to stop.
Yeah. In just a few minutes, we got some statistics on video games of how they've gone through the roof. So thanks for contributing to that. There's Brinley.
I love jamming out. Like that's one thing I love. I will do it any time of the day. I don't care. I will do it. So that's one thing about
You
me.
said jamming out?
Yeah, like playing any song that
Oh,
I
wow.
like and just jamming
I
out.
can see Brinley right now just jamming out like,
So you like dance, like jamming out. What does that look like?
Yeah, like I can literally just be like in my room and randomly I just start dancing.
Yes.
I love that.
Nice.
Yeah, that's just me.
Oh,
I
this
do-
would be a
I do that
fun
too.
wall.
I do that too. Listen, we do that too. Like we'll be in the kitchen. I'll just randomly break out into dance
Yeah.
and song sometimes. And it's elegant,
We
isn't
get
it?
weird looks from Abby.
We get
We're like,
get
these are
weird
the
looks.
parents that you were given, Abby. Sorry.
Yeah, and so some cool things that we've been doing to stay busy, and so my wife and I we've been walking, and we've been making sure that we stay active and working out and things like that. But here's some statistics that we actually discovered through this time of quarantine that I think are pretty interesting. So Christina's gonna read those off.
Yeah, so I looked up some stuff just to kind of see like where we were at. We were talking about how a lot of like computer consumption and like internet and filming and all that kinds of stuff is probably way through the roof because of people being home and not have anything to do. And we were right. So for instance, we had a Netflix percentage. So these are all percentages of increase. So Netflix and streaming services went up by 51%.
Wow.
Which we expected. Longer messaging services like WhatsApp, Facebook, Messenger, that type of thing went up 45%.
Wow.
Spending longer time on social media in general, 44%.
Jeez.
Spending time on your computer and or video games, Harrison, 36%.
He said, I got no shame. I got no
Guilty.
shame in that.
But you know what's funny is it starts going down at the end of this list, which I found interesting because all of those things, though can be educational, you know, for some stuff.
Sure.
This stuff down here, which is like incredibly educational and kind of like outright educational, went not as high as I thought it would. For reading, it was only 35% increase. Listening to the radio, 18%. And then what really surprised us was learning or listening to more podcasts was only up by 12%. So podcasts generally are things that are going to feed you, are going to kind of educate you, kind of teach you something that you're not, that you didn't already know, or something that you're interested in. And it only went up by 12%. So it's surprising to me.
Yeah. So it just goes to show like we don't really want our brains to be really working all the time. Like right now we're quarantined. It's like I just want to turn it off and just kind of chill. And I think if we're not careful in this time, you know, we've been talking about not experiencing spiritual distancing and drawing closer to God. But if we're not careful, we'll allow laziness to settle in to our lives. And we will unintentionally experience spiritual distancing.
Yeah.
And so some of the things that we're going to talk about today is this. Because we're home, something that we did not put on here, but I'm going to talk about is the percentage for individuals that are viewing pornography right now is through the roof.
Right.
And guys, that's guys and girls on both sides of the spectrum. It is through the roof. And it's somewhere above like 50% because people are home. And so I want to challenge everybody who's sitting here, and even I want to challenge people that are watching right now, that has your room turned into a place of sin?
Come on.
Has your room turned into a place of sin? And the way that we're going to break down sin is in this particular acronym. So if you're taking notes, which I hope you are, there's 3 things here of this acronym SIN. So S is secrets. Has your room turned into a place of secrets? Is there things that you're just harboring that, man, if somebody asked you what's really going on, like you would be filled with shame and guilt and remorse? The I in sin is insecurity. Are there things in your room that cause you to be insecure? Things that you're doing, things that you're saying, people that maybe you're talking to that would cause you to feel insecure about who you are, your identity, and your image, and who God has made you. The last thing is negativity. Are you filling your room with negative thoughts? Are you filling your room with negative things, perspectives, ideologies? Because right now we've got enough negativity in our world right now, right? Like we've got enough negativity where we're hearing things like, man, just the world's coming to an end. And I've had people text me like, is Jesus coming back soon? Like, what's the next thing, Pastor Jones? And honestly, I don't know what's going to happen. And can I tell you, just our faith is in our God, okay? So we have the concept here that we have faith over fear. Like we get that, we understand that. And maybe just there's people that are watching this right now, or you're here on this couch here and say, well, that's not really applicable to me. I'm really kind of thriving. I'm good. I'm not experiencing laziness. I'm not experiencing this temptation. That's really good. What I would say is, as you hear this message today, or as you're listening to this message, pass this on to someone else that needs to hear it, because we're about to dive deep for the next 10 minutes and unpack here what we could do to reverse this thing, okay? So here's the bottom line. Here's the bottom line for this evening, okay? So if you're taking notes, I need you to write this down. The goal is that you change your place of sin to a place of power. That you would change your place of sin into a place of power. And we're going to pray here just a few moments, and then we're going to talk about how do we change our place of sin into a place of power. And we've got to be careful because we will immediately think the extreme about sin, right? The extreme, the totally bad, horrible things. But what could be sin as well is laziness, is unproductivity, okay? Those things could be sin because we got to remember, sin just means we missed the mark.
Right.
That's what it means. You missed the mark. You didn't do it as well as you could have done it, okay? And I don't know about you, but we all missed the mark, right? So we missed it. So we're going to talk about some tools here that could hopefully equip us with power so that way we can transform our place of sin into a place of power.
That's good.
So let's pray. Father, we thank you. We love you. God, these next few moments, I just pray right now that, Lord, you would speak to every heart, every mind, God. Lord, everyone that's listening, that, God, we would transform our place of sin into a place of power. Thank you so much, God, for what you're going to do in these next few moments. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
So 2 Timothy chapter 1, verse 7, it says this. It says, I have not given you a spirit of fear, but of love, power, and a sound mind. So something that we've got to understand is that as Christians, we are to have the mind of Christ. We're to have a sound mind, a mind that's complete in him, okay? When we have a mind that's complete in him, it comes with power. Power to do great things, okay? So what we did is we took this word power and we broke up another an acronym here, okay? So we're going to start with P. And I'm going to ask you guys here just a few moments this particular question. But if you're taking notes, I hope you are, the P in the word power means prayer, okay? It means pray. So in order to achieve power, we must first pray. So let me ask you guys, when is the most convenient time for you to pray during the day?
Probably as soon as I wake up.
Yeah.
Like I'm waking up, I'm trying to get going. Prayer probably would be right then because I'm not really thinking about, okay, what's the next thing I'm going to be doing? Am I getting up to get breakfast? Am I getting up to check what sort of things are going on with classes at college, stuff like that? I feel like before everything, before my daily routine, probably around then.
Yeah.
Get the day started.
Excellent.
I also think it's very essential to start your morning with prayer because I just feel it takes all that anxiety you have for the day off. And I also think it's crucial to pray right before you go to sleep because sometimes we go to sleep with all these things in our mind and we just want to give all our worries to God and really just give him the battle.
Yeah, that's excellent.
Sorry. Yeah, I totally agree with that. But I mean, for me, the most convenient time is when in the morning I feed my dog and I have taught him to stop before he gets his food and we both pray together and then he gets his food.
Oh, it's excellent.
So cute.
Yeah, and I've taught him that because although he's a dog, he's still my son and that's what I want to pass on when I'm older. So
That's excellent. Excellent.
that's what I
love
do.
that so much.
Yeah. No, I mean, as we practice praying, regardless of when we do that, it becomes more of a habit. It becomes more of a routine. And I think that's excellent. I mean, that you're praying with your dog. I mean, if God says he cares, his eyes on the sparrow, obviously, I mean, he cares about your dog, cares about what you care about, right? Christian, what about you?
So every single night I always pray, but I'm trying to make it a habit to where I wake up, I pray because, I wake up, the first thing I think about is I'm hungry, so I'm gonna go eat. But
There you go.
I'm trying to wake up early because I've been sleeping in, so I've been trying to wake up early to pray, and try to make that a habit, just like I made going to sleep and praying, making that a habit. So,
Excellent.
but before I go to work, before I do anything, I always pray. I made that into a habit. If I don't do that, I just feel off. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Listen, as we're breaking down this acronym POWER, let me just remind everybody, without prayer, there is no power.
Right.
Okay? So we've got to pray, and we got to get outside of this illusion that we've got to pray for an hour in order to get the power. Oh, hey, you like that?
That was good.
My God. Hour of power. Jesus.
Power hour.
Power hour. Okay. But even if it's 5 minutes, it's the quality of time. It's not the quantity of time. Okay.
Right.
So as we get the quality time, it will increase the duration as we make that a habit. Okay. The second thing here in power is O, and it means overcome. Okay. This is a season where we need to overcome laziness and temptation.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know about you, I'm tempted to be lazy a lot, okay? Like right now, because I don't know when this thing's gonna be over, like I have not been to the gym in over a month, and it frustrates the mess out of me, okay? I get up, I'm angry. Can I admit that? I'm angry. So I told Christina, I said, this is what we're gonna do. Because we have a weight set here at church. We've got the bench, like everything. I said, I am gonna load up all these weights into our car, and I'm gonna convert our living room into a gym. So as of today, I'm gonna have a weight bench in there with barbell, everything, and we've converted it, because if I wait until June, July, whenever to get back into the gym, guess what? I'm gonna lose everything that I've gained, and I refuse in Jesus' name. I refuse. So I'm at drastic measures right now. But listen, just because I'm Pastor Joe's, because it's Pastor Christina, does not mean that we don't experience laziness and we're not tempted in other ways. And so the verse here is in 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 13. It says, we all experience times of testing, which is normal for every human being. But God will be faithful to you. He will screen and filter the severity, the nature, and timing of every test or trial you face so that you can bear it. And each test is an opportunity to trust in Him more. For along with every trial, God has provided for you a way of escape that will bring you out of this victoriously. So we're going to experience trial. We're going to experience temptation. But we can overcome through the power of prayer, and because God is stronger in us than the temptation that's in this world. Amen. Some ways that we do that is by spending time with God. It's by reading His Word. You know, it is by praying. And I know that this seems simple, right? Cliche, but those are the foundational principles that'll help us be overcomers, right? The other thing is getting involved, right? Like we can get involved. We can get outside of our house and into our community. Like here on the weekends, we are a distribution center for our area that we're giving out food and resources. And we can be a part of that, to be activated, to overcome that thing of laziness. How do you overcome laziness? Start being productive. Start doing something that's outside of your comfort zone. And one of those ways could be serving, right?
Yeah.
So W, what is W?
W is worship. Are you guys tuning in? Are you guys coming to church, whether it's online or, well, it's all online, but I mean like whether you're on your computer or on your phone or wherever you are in your house, please come to church. Tune in with us on Sundays. We have city groups happening on Wednesdays that you guys can tune into. There's devotions happening every single day on the City Youth Instagram for you guys to just kind of come through and be getting fed and get your worship on. You have total privacy in your house to get up and find a spot in your home and just go to town and worship with God and not have to worry about what you look like or what you sound like or being on key or anything like that. This is a time where you can really give everything and not hold anything back.
Yeah, because this is, as we said, this is the new norm. Right? So even with me, I just said, you know, if I wait to go back to the gym, then I'll lose everything, right? I won't gain progress, right? So even now, if we wait until the doors of the church are back open for us to really worship, we're not going to gain ground, okay? We're going to lose ground, okay? And I believe right now God is trying to teach us something, that even at our home, He's trying to shift our mindset here, that the church is not the building, that you are the church. So you can worship wherever you are. And I know sometimes it's like, oh man, but I don't experience the lights and the full band and it's not live and it's so different. You're right, because this is the new norm for right now. Yeah. And if we say, well, when the doors open, I can't wait until June or I can't wait till July, that's when I'll kickstart things back in. I'm telling you, when you come to June and July, you're going to be struggling. Yeah. You're going to be hurting, because then when the doors open, you still won't find yourself here. Right. Because you have not put into practice right now what we need to be doing, right? And that's worshiping. So let me ask you guys real quick. When we go live on Sundays at 8, 9:30, and 11, or when we did our last youth night, what did you guys do to create an atmosphere of power in your room?
Well, I didn't lock my door, but I closed my door, and I just stood in front of my TV, just like if I was right in front of the stage, and just, you know, worshiping, singing, just like always.
Amazing. Did you guys do anything different?
No, I was just in my room with my computer. Same thing. Just felt like I was there, you know?
Yeah.
Still getting my daily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's and we did the same thing.
Yeah.
We put it on our TV. We went on YouTube. We put it on the TV. And man, I was up. I was walking around. I was worshiping. She was worshiping.
Yeah.
I mean, we treated it as if we were right there. And so, man, I want to encourage you that right now where you are, man, I hope that you were up, you were worshiping, you were lifting your hands. It's the new norm right now.
Yeah.
It's the new norm.
Right.
And let's lean into this season. Let's lean into this time. And I believe we're going to be better on the other side of it. E is essential. I've asked my wife to really talk about this. The E in power is essentials. And here's why, because we need to create some non-negotiables, right?
Yep, non-negotiables. Essentials, we've heard this word a ton during this whole time, whether you're an essential worker or essential to what's going on right now. And we need to have essentials that are in our life. So for me personally, probably midway through this whole quarantine time so far, I've made working out essential, kind of brought that back into me, into my normal schedule. And creating a schedule in general is super important. I have had to do it because I am now a homeschool mom, so that is a big part of my life. Yeah. But for you guys, it's just making a list. I make a list every morning of things that you need or you want to get done that are non-negotiables. So for me, it's I have to make sure that I'm waking up and having my time with God to start my day. Usually for me, it's in the morning before anybody gets up because it's super quiet. Then I make sure that I'm getting Abby ready up and getting her prepared for school. I make sure that gets done. I make sure that I'm working out. That's a big thing for me. And then just taking care of certain things in the house. So for you, it may just be like, hey, I need to make sure that I'm setting aside a time for God, or I'm making sure that I'm getting outside and getting some fresh air, or I'm calling a friend today. Make some things that are going to feed you a daily part of your everyday schedule.
Really good. That's really good. Creating some non-negotiables, make a schedule, list, and stick to it. The hardest thing is sticking to it.
Right.
Stick to that. Act like nothing changed. Like act like nothing. Still wake up on time. Still do your routine. Go to school when you're supposed to. Because if not, it'll be a struggle for sure. And the last thing here, before we let everybody go, the R in power is resources. You have resources available to you. Because we've talked about a lot of things to change your place of sin into a place of power. Man, how do we do that? You've got resources available to you, a lot of resources. Christina talked about a couple of them. Man, we've got online things. And again, I know and I understand we've got social distancing. We're not able to be in the same room, but that doesn't mean we need to practice spiritual distancing. There's ways that we can still connect with each other. There's ways that we connect with God, and either it's in the morning or at night or whenever, but we really need to lean into that. We have city groups that meet every single Wednesday at 7 o'clock. Man, make sure you check us out on Facebook or Instagram to get that Zoom ID so you can stay connected with people in your city group. You can stay growing and thriving with each other. It is not a moment to thrive in sin, in secrets and insecurities and in negativity. It is time to just transform your place of sin into a place of power. The way you do that is by getting connected. So Zoom at 7 p.m. Check out our Instagram lives that are on Monday through Friday, various times of the day. We do that. You can stay connected with us that way as well as doing our devotion. Man, we're doing devotions right now, and I believe we're in a devotion right now called Chasing God. And that's a YouVersion app that you can log in and download that app and download the devotional there and make sure that you're spending time with God. There's plenty of resources for you to be able to grow in your faith. And don't forget that my wife and I are here as resources. And for you guys on this couch as well, like we're here for you all. We're here to connect with you, even if it's not physically. Man, it's on the phone or whatever that looks like. Man, we're here. We love you. We want to continue to reach out and connect with you. And so for you guys, listen, we love you. There's so many resources. And if you've got other resources that people don't know about, just put them in the chat box. If there's something that you're doing right now, we've talked about power, and maybe you would say something different. Man, would you just throw that in the comment section there? We'd love to know what you're doing. It could help somebody else. And if you know somebody needs to hear this, man, forward this on. Let them know that, man, they could be encouraged today to transform their place of sin into a place of power today. So before we go, I just want to remind you, we are going into a Zoom party here in just a few moments. So make sure that you log into that ID. It's going to be posted in the chat, and we want to see your faces. Man, Christina and I miss you so much. And so we want to see you, even if it's for just a few minutes. Man, we're going to be on for about 15 minutes at most, but we just want to say hi, how you doing, and just talk with you a little bit. So we love you guys so much. We pray blessings over your life. And until we see you next time, we love you. Take care. And we pray that you're turning your place of sin to a place of power. We love you.
Thanks for tuning in to Youth Night Online. Be sure to stay connected with us on Instagram and follow us at CityYouthFL. Don't forget to stop by our Zoom party happening right after service. Hope you guys have a great week. We'll see you soon.